For today's video, we have the round 19 round review for Supercoach 2021. We scored 2,447. That's okay. I thought it'd be a really bad round. Turned out okay. We're into rank 1,122. I'm a little shocked. We might actually make top 1k, which would be a good result, I think, considering our trading this year. But I was watching, I'm in lockdown, nothing like Victorians, like you guys have been through like what, 10 lockdowns. This is our like second one and our first one was like 3 days. So in Adelaide, and like, I'm in lockdown, got nothing to do. I don't even know what I'm doing. I've been doing fitness stuff, doing like heaps of breathing exercises. It's been really good. Have like a lot more energy. Watched season 5 of The Office for the fourth time. I don't know why I just picked season 5, but I picked that. Watching David Blaine magic tricks. So it's been a really exciting 5 days for me. That's sarcasm, but like, yeah. Anyway, my point was, I was watching my old videos at the start of the year, get my own ad revenue up, right? And I don't know, I was listening to myself talk and listening to the points I was making, and I feel like back then I was a lot more well measured. A little bit less, I don't know if arrogant's the right word, but I think I got a bit of, even though I said I don't want to get ahead of myself, I think I actually did get ahead of myself this year. Trading in unproven players, just really rookie mistakes that you shouldn't be making. But yeah, I just think we had a great preseason, really good first month, and then started over trading and then trading in bad players. I think it's just a lesson for next year. Yeah, we need to be, the players, a lot of the players we have at the start of the year are all doing really well. The players we've traded in, Josh Kelly, fail. Brayshaw, missed a week with a calf. Guthrie, don't start. Traded in Shea Bolton this week, fail. Green and Marshall traded in, like, COVID, whatever. There's got to be more. Bose, epic, fail. CJ, fail. At least CJ made us like 100k, so it's not the worst, but like how many bad players that don't have year-on-year durability and high average? Like, what are we doing? Like, have we not learned anything? And I think we got to be a bit more strict on who we go, making sure they're going to be like top 6, 7, 8 in their position. So yeah, just a lot to think about for next year, but yeah, just gotta learn and execute, not just learn. So we'll make sure of that next year. We'll take our learnings, maybe change a few of our existing beliefs, which I think need to be changed. But I think for the most part, it's we held up okay. Not a disaster rank, but yeah, just poor trading in the last 2/3 of the year. Anyway, so the team was okay this week. The problem was, okay, we went Dusty to Shea Bolton. Why? I didn't want Shea Bolton. I just had a bad feeling about him just because it's a bit like side bottom, right? So side bottom's playing for like a bottom team, calf injury in the preseason, roles like being changed every few weeks. It just doesn't feel right, but he's side bottom, right? But the pick just doesn't feel right. It's a bit like Shea Bolton. Now, all of a sudden, Richmond, like Dusty's out. How does that affect Bolton? I don't know. Probably should have given that a bit more thought. I didn't know who else to pick at the price. You know, Richmond, like a bit like Collingwood, like Richmond aren't heading in the right direction right now. They might sneak in for finals, but they're not that team anymore. What does the psychological effect of the team, like, what is their state without Dusty? You know, probably the belief that they can win the flag is probably gone given that. So it's like, it just didn't feel right as a pick. And he needs goals to score and score assists, and they're just not playing well as a team. So the pick sucks. I don't know why we picked this. Like, if Richmond were going cruising, I think it's maybe a different story, but I just didn't know who else to pick. It was Taron Thomas, or we could have fielded McRae in forward line, which we didn't want to do, and gone Bailey Smith. Even though Bailey Smith probably gets shoved on a wing next week, like, who cares? Like, he's playing really well at the moment, and he's Baz Lanker, man. At this point, like, the care factor is not as what it used to be because we're not playing for anything really. But yeah, that's what we could have done. We should have done, but we didn't. But we'll quickly go through the team. Oops, not printing that. Out you go. So the defense was Laird was outstanding. I did only watch bits and pieces of this game because it was on the same time as the Dogs game, and I love watching the Dogs play. Sorry, I would rather watch the Dogs versus Melbourne than the Crows versus Hawks in a tanking match. Basically, we just gifted them probably pick 1 or 2. So I don't know how I feel about that, but maybe it's better not to have a losing culture. But yeah, Laird outstanding. Maybe we can upgrade to him in the mids next year. We'll see. Ridley I'll pick next year. Lloyd maybe I'll pick. Shaw I won't pick. Whitfield might be mid only. I hope he's mid only because I don't want to deal with this pick. Stephen May, I don't know what happened here. I felt like Lever was doing most of the intercepting and May just wasn't getting involved in anything. And Bulldogs' entries are pretty good as well. So yeah, that's fine. Cover kind of sucks, but Bianco can hopefully cover if we need him. So the midfield, so we did captain McRae. A little bit fortunate because I think a lot of people would have used a combination of Steele, Walsh, and Grundy. Still wasn't disaster, but to get extra 30-something points on Steele and a lot of points on Walsh or Grundy or whatever, really nice. So McRae in the wet, I've tweeted this a few times. If it's wet, look, if you're not sure who to captain, check the weather and check the Dogs game. If it's wet, McRae gonna give you a 140 every time. So yeah. Oliver was pretty good in the wet as well. He was on track. He was gone big early, but slowed down in the last half, I think. Can't remember. Merritt, I don't know. Captain him in bloody fantasy. Who cares about fantasy on this channel anyway? But I do. I like it. But yeah, just so frustrating. Especially when you have everyone else gone big. Josh Kelly, this is a failed trade-in. Yeah, I don't know. You pick Josh Kelly, you sign up for this, you don't really deserve to do well with this pick specifically. It's just never worked, even though it's a bad luck what's happened to him. Just there's so many other durable options, but again, it was a price for me, but that's fine. And yeah, I got what I deserved. Brayshaw was quite good. Efficiency's down a little bit. That's fine. And Bramble here. So we did field Bolton, but oh yeah, we put him there before. But I think we want to loop Bramble. This is so sad. 400k rookie Shea Bolton. Bramble's actually going to be a higher price than him next week. Oh my god. So yeah, I think we just loop. I don't trust Bolton at all. Even Tobias, I don't trust fully, especially because he's not going to get any Sydney games. But yeah, I think I'd rather... Tobias will feel dangerous after having 2 weeks off. He won't be happy about that. So I think he'll have a good game next week. Who's he play? Port. Yeah, I think he'll be okay. We'll see. So yeah, I think I'd rather field Bramble at M8. It's so sad, but it's okay. Hopefully we can use Fife as a loop. I'm not sure if the fixtures come out or not. Gordon Grundy's whatever. Grundy looks a little disinterested. I'm not sure I want to pick either of these two next year. I know it sounds stupid, but a few things going against them at the moment. Maybe they have a new coach, or we'll get a new coach, see if he feels refreshed in the preseason. But they're supposed to be refreshed this preseason, and then kind of tailed off a bit Grundy, but that's okay. He's still Grundy. Then Gorn, it was okay. English always leaks points, so it's fine. So we have Dangerfield here. Look, we were supposed to hold Grundy. I said it multiple times. Guthrie's a hold, even though I was a little bit worried. He had 60% time on ground, but still, he's always a hold. But we had to get Dangerfield. Should we have tried to find another way to get Dangerfield? Whereas wait a week and do an extra downgrade. I think we could have done it that way. Probably should have done it that way, but at least we have Dangerfield now. Don't have to stress about not having him. But it's basically the way things have turned out with Dusty injury. Our M8 is just a complete catastrophe now. So that's fine. Danger was supposed to be M8, but just hasn't worked out that way. Hall was good, Zeeble good. Dale's getting so many kickouts, but he's just not scoring well. He's having a few howlers, a few clangers, a dropped mark into a clanger I think he had. So that would so I don't know, what's that? I don't know, 10-point turnaround? I don't know. But yeah, that's fine. But yeah, so pretty much Bramble and Parker covered Marshall and Green. So really not much damage has been done here. Maybe like 20, 30 points. If you expect, I don't know, 90 from Green and 100 from Marshall. I don't know, maybe that's like, I don't know, bit more points than that. I don't know, can't do maths. That would be about 30, right? So no harm really done there when we lost these two players. So can't really complain about that. It's just Shea Bolton and our just sucky M8. So yeah, I've got some almond stuck in my throat. Anyway, trades for this week. Good one. We have none. Yeah, I think so. That's the team. It's done. Am I happy with it? Absolutely not. I still McRae and Oliver, good starting picks, despite the fact like they've gone up and down in price during the year, but that's just how it is. We needed Bond. We could never get to Bond, unfortunately. He was 700k for far too long, or 680 plus, and like it was just impossible to get to. Pretty much, we had to probably better off going. We could have just filled Bramble for the year in hindsight. As you know, that would be a bad idea. Yeah, you could have predicted like Bramble has said we've had to field him for 3 weeks, so he's kind of saved our ass a little bit. But yeah, I think that's the team. I hope we can. I think we should be able to get into the top 1k. I think it depends. It would depend on Stewart, Bont, Zorko, and then see how Bramble and Bolton score. Maybe we see some regression from like a Parish or something who's only getting tagged really, or like a Jared Lyons. I think we've seen a little bit of regression from Zorko has just been magnificent for us. So, so yeah, I think that's the team. But yeah, another few more days of lockdown. So maybe I'll do a video tomorrow since I'm in lockdown. Do like lessons we've learned. Yeah, we'll do that. I'll plan for that tonight and then do it tomorrow. So, yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, really. I wouldn't say I lost interest, but it's like at this point, like 0 trades. What are you supposed to do? Sit back and chill. So, yeah, keen for next year already, but that's so far away. So, but yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, and yeah, we'll see you guys soon.